It's 10 trivia questions on musical instruments for Patreon subscriber Ben Stitzel. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, what it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Budds. Thanks for checking out my show, and thanks for having some fun with me on the podcast today. Did you know I've hosted about 10,000 trivia shows since 2010 for companies like Netflix, Rotten Tomatoes, Activision, Universal Studios, Fandango, and Disney, just to name a few? I'm reading those right off my website. You should go check it out. TriviaWithBuds.com is the place to go for all your virtual, in-person, and hybrid trivia, bingo, and game show needs. I have this buzzer system I bought right when the pandemic started. So I got to use it like twice at the beginning of 2020, and then everything shut down. But I have the clicky buzzers and the slappy buzzers, and they're very accurate. They use them in college, scholastic, and academic bowl trivia shows. So this guy builds them somewhere in Illinois, I think. And I bought one, and I want to use it again. It's very cool, it's very fun, and it adds that game show element. So if you have something coming up where you can use some game show buzzers and that real competition format, hit me up and check out the website triviawithbuds.com. Today's episode all about musical instruments. For people who play instruments, this is a fun quiz for you. Ben Stitzel, I used 3 of his categories this week. I was kind of just going through the Patreon topics, and I just grabbed the first 3 that jumped out at me for the recording of the episodes this week. So thank you, Ben, for all the great ideas. This should be a fun one for musical instrument players. Before we do that, we have our Geek Out challenges. Name 2 Al Pacino roles. Name 2 TV shows which someone dies on every episode. It's very specific. For literature, 6 female protagonists. For music, 4 bands or performers from the 1950s. And for miscellaneous, 4 celebrities who have been roasted on television. Oh, I like that one. All right, those are your warm-up challenges. We're ready to go. Musical instrument trivia to close out the week. Right now. Here we go. It's musical instruments. Number 1. Of Chinese ancestry, Paris-born Yo-Yo Ma is most famous for playing what instrument? Yo-Yo Ma is most famous for playing what instrument? Number 2. What 4-syllable Australian instrument is used in many ceremonial dances and songs? Number 2, what 4-syllable Australian instrument is used in many ceremonial dances and songs? Number 3, what instrument did Schroeder mostly play for the Peanuts Gang? Number 3, what instrument did Schroeder mostly play for the Peanuts Gang? Number 4, what instrument did band member Fieldy play in the metal rock band Korn? What instrument did Fieldy play in Korn? Number 5, the band Yellowcard famously had what stringed instrument in their pop-punk band? The band Yellowcard famously had what stringed instrument in their pop-punk band? Number 6, what unique plucked stringed instrument was featured on Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones? What unique plucked string instrument was featured on Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones? Number 7, what instrument helps players travel to other worlds in Super Mario Bros. 3? Number 8, a keytar is used in a talent show finale of what hit 1984 comedy? A keytar is used in a talent show finale of what hit 1984 comedy? Number 9, Chad Smith is the famous drummer for what band? Chad Smith is the famous drummer for what band? Number 10, what song is playing when Christopher Walken famously asks for more cowbell on SNL? What song is playing when Christopher Walken famously asks for more cowbell on SNL? And the bonus for 2 points, what 2 songs do Tom Hanks and his boss play on a giant piano in Big? What 2 songs do Tom Hanks and his boss play on a giant piano in the movie Big? Those are all your questions for musical instruments. A fun quiz today. We'll be back with the answers after this. We have returned with the answers to musical instruments. Let's see how it all went down. Did you write down your answers? Get ready to check off the ones you got right and wrong. Did you just yell them out at your spouse in the car on a road trip? You could do that too. Here's number 1. Of Chinese ancestry, Paris-born Yo-Yo Ma is most famous for playing what instrument? That would be the cello. Cello. Number 2, what 4-syllable Australian instrument is used in many ceremonial dances and songs? A didgeridoo. Didgeridoo, which sounds like a fun word for kids to say. Didgeridoo. Number 3, what instrument did Schroeder play for the Peanuts gang? Piano. Piano. There's a great clip from probably 10 or 12 years ago now on the internet, and it is Hey Ya by Outkast, but it is set to the gang from the Peanuts dancing, and it like matches up perfectly, and it's very good. Look that up if you've never seen the Peanuts Hey Ya dance. Number 4, what instrument did band member Fieldy play in Korn? Boy, did I love Korn back in the day. So many Korn posters in my bedroom. Bass. He played bass. He also had a rap album or 2. Fieldy. Number 5, the band Yellowcard had a violin in their pop-punk band. A violin. That song Ocean Avenue's got it at the end especially. Number 6, what unique plucked string instrument was featured on Paint It Black by Rolling Stones? A sitar. A sitar. Number 7, what instrument helps players travel to other worlds? In Super Mario Bros. 3, that's a whistle. Do-do-do-do-do. Is that from Power Rangers? I just did some whistling, whistle noise music, and it's either from Power Rangers or it's from Mario Brothers. I totally forgot. Number 8, a guitar is used in a talent show finale of what hit 1984 comedy? That is Revenge of the Nerds. Great scene at the end of Revenge of the Nerds. Number 9, Chad Smith, famous drummer for Red Hot Chili Peppers, looks like Will Ferrell. And they've joked about that on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon in the past. Look it up. Number 10, what song is playing when Christopher Walken famously asks for more cowbell on SNL? This is a good trivia question because everyone knows this sketch and more cowbell. But I bet a lot of people forget the band Blue Oyster Cult and their song Don't Fear the Reaper, which is one of their big hits, and it's what they're trying to record in that session. Don't Fear the Reaper. And the bonus for 2 points, Tom Hanks and his boss in Big, they play Chopsticks and Heart and Soul. Chopsticks and Heart and Soul on the big steppable piano. There you have it, a fun episode to close out the week. I hope you had a great time listening today. And thanks to Ben Stitzel for the great topic and topics this week. I'm going to record some for Manny Cortez next week. We've got Shaun of the Dead, Point Break, Mel Brooks movies. Those are some things he picked. Mo and Brendan Martinez want Chicago Landmark, Chicago Food, Back to the Future. Aaron Burgess wants Orange is the New Black, British comedy panel shows, and the Muppets. John Mieljevic wants Bruce Springsteen's Peanuts, more Peanuts trivia, and 2.5 Men. And let's do one more here. My friend Chris Arneson wants MASH, Barbecue, and Ready Player One trivia. So we'll be recording those as we go along through the weeks and months here at the end of the year, and then we'll restart with a brand new chart for 2023. We have a fact of the day for you. The fact of the day is the average cost of a 3-day hospital stay in the U.S., $30,000. Stay out of the hospital if you can. It's about $10,000 a day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers!